Hello! It's time! I don't know where Vince is. He's gonna be a bit late today, I think. He hasn't responded. He's probably doing something or taking a nap. Also, my cat Bub is here, so that's why I took a few minutes. Don't leave. No. No. Just lay down. But anyway, we're doing some Dialtown today. Bub, stop! Maybe I shouldn't have brought my boy in here. But you know what? It is what it is. We're doing... Oopsie! Sorry about that. I didn't even know I could do that. I was trying to use the arrow keys on Dialtown, not on OBS. Oops. Hello, Bub. I love you. You're such a baby. Chapter 2. Yeah, okay. Yes, why not? Hey! SAMIEL! Ah! My muse and ghoulish life companion. How fareth thee on this fine spring morning? Fine, but I had a bit of a setback earlier on this morning. And what's that? I woke up. That line's a classic! Life really is an unrelenting barrage of fuckery, isn't it? I'm afraid so, my green friend. Look, honestly, life's immense fuckery and whatnot aside, I'm just super stoked to see you. That little demon, he's... Billy, no! Also, hold on. Hold that thought. I have to close my door now. Fucking Billy! Ruining everything. Causing grief and anguish for all. Little Billy, I beseech you, could you please go bother literally anyone else in Dialtown today? Well, yes, I could, which is what makes this all the more special. I swear to phone god, you low center of gravity hobgoblin. Hobgoblin. So, what you gonna do about it, huh? You can't physically attack me, Plaid Daddy. Not unless you want to get sentenced to life on the electric chair. SAMIEL, I implore you. Murder him with your bare hands. I'll back up your alibi, please. Alright, enough. Scram, you hoodied gremlin. Or what? Come on, man. You know I'll cartwheel kick you in your formless gonads. Fine. I've got some weird looking bugs I found under my dad's mattress to fry under my magnifying glass anyway. Ciao, bozos. Oliver, shouldn't you be in school right now? Is this one of those fabled weekend ends the ones prophesized about? Nah, as far as I know, little Billy got suspended recently for turning the staircase in his school into a makeshift water slide. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. He didn't use water for the fluid part of the water slide. Oh no. Juvie would be too good for him. He needs to be government contained. Thanks for scaring him off, by the way. That one, he scares me. Anything for you, Oliver. Oh, well, actually, that second one. Oh, hi, Kelsey! I'm playing Dialtown. Phone dating sim. It's so funny. You're gonna love it. Anything you say. So, I take it that you are indeed willing to assist me in filming this groovy feature-length picture then. willing to direct a movie with you, if that's what you mean. It was indeed what I meant, yes. It's very funny. I'm playing as a cryptid, and I'm dating phone head people, or typewriter heads. Sometimes it's different types of heads. Oh, by the way, Mr. Dickens should be passing this here counter any moment. I'm going to ask him to relieve me from my post so we can finish filming the movie. Anything I need to know before I make a fool of both myself and you? Specifically, yeah, there is one thing actually. I might need you to back me up on an itty bitty fib of mine. Hell yeah, man, I love saying time to fucking lie. Hey, no, I don't exactly see this as a barefaced lie per se. More of a subtle, less blatant lie. Let's spill the beans, man, what's up? So, like, I haven't really been as honest with Mr. Dickens about the progress of the film as I should have. He thinks it's basically finished, doesn't he? Wow, right on the money. He should be a green diviner of some sort. Say, any idea what next week's winning lottery numbers might be? Bold of you to assume I can count. You do know that, say, 6 is larger than 3, right? Yeah, the million is like between 4 and 18? I suppose it's between 4 and 18 billion. Egghead. Oh shit, look groovy, here he comes. Oh, there he is! Tally ho, you two. Bloody fine afternoon, innit? Oh, right then, I believe introductions are in order. SAMIEL, this is my groovy mentor, employer, and good pal, Ebenezer Dickens. Charmed. Mr. Dickens, this is SAMIEL, my green friend. That's your go-to. Green friend? Oh well, how else should I have summarized you? Okay, nah, green friend's the best I could have hoped for. So Oliver, my boy, about that flick you've been meaning to finish putting together. You did tell me that the movie is nearing completion, did you not, old chum? Oh, of course, sir. Progress has been as gnarly as can be. One more day of filming is all we need, I reckon. Jolly good show, my boy. Because I'm afraid that our utilities bills are beyond due, and I don't know how much longer we can keep this show running. How long have those bills been on your desk? A few weeks, at the very least. Yikes! How do you still have electricity in here? Well, you see, old chum, if you take a good hard gander at the ceiling, you may notice that I've merely strung lanterns from the rooftop. Are those fireflies in lanterns? Kerosene is out of our budget, I'm afraid, old top. This is grim. Oh, but this movie might just bring the people back. And if it doesn't, we just have to close our doors for the rest of time eternal. No pressure, you two. Right, we'd better get to work then, since there is just so much at stake. Say, Oliver, before you go, could you hastily fetch my pocket watch from my desk? I assure you, it'll take but a jiffy. You bet, Mr. Dickens. One portable clock on a string coming up. Now then. It would seem that you and I have a solitary moment together. Do you always send Oliver to fetch things for you, like a servant? Not at all, not at all. I apologize profusely for the deceit, but my pocket watch is presently in my pocket. What? I merely orchestrated this momentary interruption in order for us to have a brief moment to speak. About what? Well, you see, I wanted to ask you to take a good care of my boy Oliver. You see, I once had a family, but alas, my wife is no longer of this world. My own sons have all left the nest, so to speak. Whoa, dude, you have a nest too? Somehow, I feel as though you may be referring to a literal nest rather than a figurative one. Don't be daft. Me? A nest? Look, I'm not here to judge your past or even Oliver's choice of acquaintances. Then what's this all about then? Well, you see... Look, Oliver's a young man. It is his time to make his own place in the world. Forge his own future, carve his own frontiers, and all that developmental riffraff. Oliver is much like myself in that he once had a family, but no longer does. Sometimes, fate compels two people to stick together. Perhaps you and Oliver were fated to cross paths, just as he and I were. So you're saying it's destiny, baby? Perhaps not. After all, who are you and I to dictate what the stars wish to see? I find that the worth of one's life is often measured by the strength of the bonds one holds. And the measure of their wildest dreams too, perhaps. Because, what is life without purpose, without drive? Tell me, my green friend, do you have a dream? Gravel. Do you wish to own gravel, consume it, fixate upon it incessantly? I'm afraid I don't understand. Yeah! Very good, yes. Gravel! Chum, all I'm asking is that you do your best to encourage Oliver, raise his spirits, should they falter, and ensure that he finishes his film. By any means necessary. Short of removing his fingers with a pair of bolt cutters, perhaps. Can do, sir. Superb! That's just what I like to hear. Radio, Ollie's back, baby! Mr. Dickens, I scoured your desk, moved all your papers, but alas, there is nary a watch to be found. Oh, would you look at that? My pocket watch was in my pocket this whole time. I should have figured, since that's where its own name indicates it ought to be. My, what a bumbling fool you have for an employer. Now, total love, you two. Come on, SAMIEL, we've got a cinema to save. Alright, off we pop then. See you, Mr. Dickens. Right, cheerio then. I can't do British accents. Well, that went about as well as I could have expected. Kudos on mostly not speaking. That was an extremely strategic move on your part. Thanks, I pride myself on being able to respect authority and take directions. That's great to hear, giving yourself a pat on the back. Don't tell me what to do. Right. Right, so what now? Well, if we're making a movie about you, then what we need is lore. Lore? Oh, you know. Info about you, story content. Something for the audience to chew over. Horse jerky is chewy. Right, but I think we'd really struggle if we tried to structure a whole 90-minute plot around dried horse meat. Unless... No. I'm sure we can find something far juicier. How juicy! Right, yeah, no, horse jerky is dry and salty. What we need is something truly wretched to hook our captive viewers in. Something extraterrestrial, perhaps? Are you calling me an alien? Did I or did I not wheel you home yesterday on a bicycle while you sat hunched in the basket? Damn it. Right, so I kinda wanted to ask, and don't take this personally. Are you some kind of funky alien? Like, what exactly are you? Well, what the hell are you? Okay, fine. I guess you gotta give a little before folks just volunteer that sort of info. Just between you and me, I'm totally a human. Are you making fun of me? No, it's not like that at all. I just don't get the secrecy is all, I guess. It's a boundary, Oliver. Okay, sorry. That's completely fair. I should really know better. You know, what we need is something that'll really hit home. Home! Samuel, are you... Come to my domicile. To your tent. Come to my tent. Wait, you're inviting me into your tent? If we want strange kooky lore to make friend and foe alike shit their britches, my tent is likely our ace in the hole. Radical. Let us make haste then. Love this goofy little game. Let me take a sippy of my tea. Also, every time Spanish shows up in this game, I have to be all like, did you know this about this about this? Because I'm a big nerd. That just reminded me of this. Welcome to Casa de la Meme. Considering the fact that I have a phone head and not a typewriter head, it should probably be Casa del, not de la. Feel free to piss anywhere that isn't my box bed. I will instantly reclaim it via a fetid red urine stream if I must. Though if you do shit in the corner, do wipe before sitting down on any surfaces. I'm not an animal after all. Whoa. I'm in your lair. Oh no, Vince isn't home. He can't join us for Dialtown yet. Yeah, right. This is like gnarly and junk, I guess. Hold on, I'm replying to Vince. He's not home. He can't join. You're doing an adorably poor job of hiding your excitement. Oh, shucks, I mean, it's just really intriguing, you know? You have no idea how long I've been wondering exactly what your lair looks like, you know? You mean for the last 36 hours or so? Excuse me. Yep, and boy, what a day and a half that was. So, right, I'm now, in fact, brandishing my camera, so let's get to filming then. Right, so, what should I be doing? Do you want me to do a dance? Well, is it a good dance? No, it is not. Alright, scratch that then. Oh, hey, maybe we should record some actor commentary for, like, the press release and junk. font change that's so jarring. They've never done a font change for my voice lines, but you know what? Yeah, we'll do that one. But I'm so shy. My lifestyle is atypical. A whole lot of folks out there have messy abodes, you know. The connection might make you come off to the audience as a real flutterbum. What? You can be what the kids call relatable. Hold on. It's time to save. Pass. Anyone who lives as I do is not someone who want the respect and adoration of. Fine then. Be a wet blanket. We can always shove something better than unscripted commentary onto the potential DVD extras menu. Maybe screams from the depths of hell, but slowed down and with added reverb. Good idea. I know a particularly nasty public bathroom we could source that audio from. Oh, and right. What now? I guess you could just act candid. Canid? Like a dog? The only dog I know particularly well is also a man. And a hobo. God! And God. Yeah, don't act like him. People cross the street to avoid him. You don't like God? The dude begs for change when he can just conjure matter at will. That's peak laziness. You gotta marvel at the hustle, though. And he's avoiding inflation. Look, just do whatever you normally do whenever you're at home for an extended period of time, okay? Oh, my nectar! I take it full nudity might be a touch too lewd. No nectar? You are fully nude right now. I am? It's getting me sweaty. Sorry, do you want me to put a sock over my... You're just making me sweatier. Don't yell. There's sleeping swanlings nearby. Sorry. God, this is devolving into a romantic comedy. Maybe we should just film one of those then. Phone cut. We already muddled up and directionless. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Is the directionless direct or bad thing? Oh, those words sound similar. It's supposed to be dire. Alliteration is the soul of motto, as I always say. Look, I don't know. What exactly is our cinematic vision here? Wasn't it to make the audiences shit themselves? Right, exactly. But I can't personally vouch for having ever shat myself from sheer empathy alone, you know? Speak for yourself. Excuse me. Ah, balls! I wasn't filming, that was a perfect punchline! Can you say that again so I can record it? Please! Sorry, but I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago at any given moment. Whoop. Vince will be here in like 15 minutes. Even what you said just there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to remember who you are. Oliver. The name's Oliver. I work in a dilapidated cinema. I'm a total hunk. We're kinda dating, kinda filming a movie right now. I have no reason not to believe any of that. Right, groovy. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear what? Note to self. Feeding SAMIEL lines in intervals of exactly 5 seconds may increase authenticity of their line delivery, as they'll almost definitely think the script is happening for real. Huh? What was that? Nothing! You know, scratch that. Maybe we should get some funky environment shots and then move to another location. Speaking of funky, we should use each setting to its advantage. And this setting screams oddity to me. So, you want me to scream oddity aloud? Nah, that's hardly groovy storytelling. Isn't the rule, show, don't tell? So you do want me to do you do want me to do the dance or not? Look, I like you, SAMIEL. I like you a lot. But something tells me that if you do the dance, our relationship will be fundamentally altered because of it. You think a tear a bond asunder, or instantly turn it hypersexual? Depends on how I react, honestly. No. We need something that utilizes the uniqueness of this setting. You think you can whip up something gnarly to show to the camera? I don't know, man. Are you in defeat? With cautious hesitation, I urge you to continue. Well, I've probably got a cleanish sock somewhere around here. Ah, here we go. Me only sock. Don't mind the hole, I added that myself. Let's my scabs breathe. Man, that is gnarly. Say, where's the other one anyway? Did you lose it? No, I found this one. Man, this is prime biopic content. Biopic content. Can you tell me about your parents, please? Gotta get the origin story outlined. What if I don't remember my parents? Well, we could work the orphan angle. Being an orphan fun. Take it from me, losing your parents is the most fun you'll ever have. You get to eat gruel. I do love free gruel. Nah, I'll make something up. The orphan shtick's too cliche. We're going for originality, aren't we? Originality and or making a bathtub-sized wad of solid cash, yes. Let's make up something tragic on the spot. Alright then, ready when you are. My name is SAMIEL. There I am! Very tragic and sad. Oliver, give dog gramophone head and post. Your gnarliest Oliver. Oh. That's very silly. I love this silly ass game. My name is SAMIEL. I was born and raised in an oppressive shoe factory. Very evil and oppressive. Day in and day out, I manufactured shoes for feet I would never even sniff. Okay, odd criteria for tragedy, but go on. The shoes themselves were made out of poverty. Okay, we get it. Your life sucks. Give us new information. I slept in a gigantic pair of clogs made for an ogre in Denmark. Clogs, Danish. What era is this set in? You say that as if there were ever ogres in Denmark. Does the timeline matter? I suppose not. Besides, have you ever been to Denmark? Not specifically, no. See, you can't say crud then. For all you know, ogres are real and Denmark isn't. That doesn't sound correct, but I don't have enough data to refute it. Plus, the ogres erect. Constantly. Okay, no. No, not the ogre, damn it. Is nothing sacred to you? It's ogre lore, pal. I will not allow you to tarnish my vision. The ogre dong stays. Okay, look, not to sound rude, but this is not working. Is it too out there? Out there? Pal, I'm having weird thoughts about the ogre now, and I'm getting all sweaty, and I'm honestly worried that you've awakened something in me, and I don't like it. Oh, boo-hoo! Did someone get sweaty from visualizing ogre-weeness? Let us never think about this fabricated origin story again, thank you. How's the film gonna start then? Maybe we need to just start later in the story? Will the audience get what happened previously without context? Do you have context that explain why a hexa-nippled isopod person with green skin and a head made out of an array of stitched together fabrics and skin is walking around? Right. Let's just not bring that notion up then. I'm sure we can leave that for a potential sequel or something. Radical. Let's. Alright, so after you left, whatever nondescript location you happen to have crawled out of, where'd you end up? Most of what happened next is a bit of a blur. But I do remember one place from my past. Captivity. Wait, were you in prison? Excuse me. Yes, but I wasn't actually referring to people prison. People prison? Yeah, jail for humans. Human jail. Well, yeah, of course, I meant human jail. Where else could you possibly mean? Oh, right. You meant flamingo jail. Feast your eyes, Olive Man. The big house. You certain this is a good place to say your tragic past? You don't think captivity is tragic enough? It's kind of hard to be truly bummed out while sitting next to a tapir. So you're telling me if you got excruciatingly bad news? Define excruciating bad. Excruciatingly bad. I don't know what's up with me today. Let's say you find out your third pet rock was swept up in a tornado. Okay, that'd be absolutely heart-wrenching. Continue. If you found out about this while outside the tapir enclosure, would the mere presence of a nearby tapir really soften the blow much? I think it really hit once I'm out of visual proximity. Bullshit, the tapir would do not to comfort you into... What's this I hear? The war of adventure, mayhaps? Oh god, not you. SAMIEL, my featherless bipedal green friend, you've returned at last. I have not returned, I merely came back to this location temporarily. You returned. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Bullet to that then, I say. Hey, sorry to interject, doubting kind of boyfriend of SAMIEL here. How's it hanging? Egads, another specimen. Hello, my equally featherless but decidedly less green friend. What brings you to my wondrous sanctum of miscellaneous beasts and other foul monstrosities today? Oh, nothing much, sir. I'm just documenting SAMIEL. We're producing a groovy movie about their life, together. My, what a thrilling notion. You know, Sonny, in a way it goes very much aligned. The sacrifices we make, dedicating our very lives solely to the documenting of the most notable of beasts. So the public may know their terrible ferocity. Yeah, it's groovy. Very groovy, yes, bullet to that. Oh god, they're mingling. You know what I think would be a truly stupendous idea, my lad? Why, we should exchange information, comrade, to strengthen both of our dossiers. Hell yeah, that sounds gnarly, I'm sure you have... Oh hell no, Oliver, you couldn't possibly fraternize with the enemy. The enemy? Oh shit, I am just a humble documentarian, not like your dear Fez partner. And I must say, I do admire your choice in hatwear, my dear friend. Likewise, sir. Say, how'd you like to be in our film, Mr... Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You mean to say you haven't heard of me? I'm sure Oliver doesn't read Mustachioed Assholes Monthly, Theo. Actually finished every entry from 1995 onwards for your information. My boy, I am Theo Roosevelt, film adventure, explorer, documentarian, and zoom master. And yes, I would simply adore the opportunity to appear in your film as a primary source of zoological hogwash. Eee! This is a development for sure. Say, for purely cinematographical reasons, do you have any baby photos of SAMIEL? I'm afraid SAMIEL was no longer juvenile when they found their way into our spoonful clutches. But I do have some photos of them au naturel. Theo, you wouldn't! Oh, that's hardly that scandalous. SAMIEL's naked right now! Wait, how long have I been? Drat. You're correct, my dear friend. That being said, you ought to see the angle I snapped in number 4. The angle leaves very little to the depraved imagination. May I see the... Oliver, a word, please! Oh, I think we gotta... We'll be right back, okay? Do return, yes. I have yet to show you the photos of SAMIEL riding on their own tricycle after all. They're so wonderfully ill-fitting. Tremendously gawkable, yes. Say, are you doing okay? You kind of flipped your lid back there. Yeah, well, duh. You were chit-chatting with my former captor. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, I realized how that might have just looked. But, hey, he said he wants to be in the movie, isn't that? If you put him in it, I walk. Unless you, like, put devil horns on him and dub his footage to make him say dumb shit. You know, that does give me a groovy segue into the golden question. The golden question? Well, yeah, we gotta consider villainy. I'm flattered, but I doubt I have it in me to be a supervillain. I don't know, I convinced Bigfoot to do evil. Mental image of you prancing around in a cape doing nefarious deeds is really groovy to picture, but no, that's not what I meant. What I meant to ask was, is our movie gonna have some kind of maniacal villain? Don't more stories have villains? Villains? Yeah, well, most successful stories tend to have some kind of hurdle for the protagonist to overcome, you know? There's very seldom character development to be had merely loafing around, vegetating in trash after all. That's me! That's my life! That's just for me doing that. Yeah, see, that does sound like a stellar waste of an afternoon, don't get me wrong. But, does that truly sound like the makings of a compelling story to you? Maybe I gotta overcome something first. So my debauchery feels deserved, or even earned. You might just be onto something. Well, what's the alternative? Well, back to the villain train. It is a fact that almost every story has a grand antagonist of some kind. All action comedies have bad guys, after all. That must be it then! After all, action comedy is the artsiest of genres. I'm telling you, all great stories have antagonists. Right, most real-world love stories feature mother-in-laws. Yeah, now you're getting it. What you need is a nemesis. Who could that be? Well, Theodore seemed like an obvious candidate. Nah, I don't want him in my story at all. I don't know, man. Ground yourself. Think about how hammy that dude is. He'd bring a lot of gnarly energy to the role. And give him the satisfaction? Hard pass. Well, alright, you pitch a villain then. Who do you see as the villain of your story? Take it, Jerry! Take it, Jerry! Jerry! Seriously? Him? Yeah. He always cuckbucks me when I try to enter the fun fair. Getting custody visits to see my hatchlings is gonna be a nightmare. But, I mean, is Jerry really the de facto villain of your personal story? He's kinda just a poor dude who's trying to do the one task that helps him put bread on the table. He thwarts me, Oliver. He's a thwarter, damn it. Sure, he doesn't exactly relish in that, though. God, I really love thwarting. I don't know, in my head, he's pretty thwarty. Salutations! Might you need some assistance? No. We've got it all under control, Theo. Hurl thyself from our proximity, thanks. Righto, below to that then. I say we just have you prance around in spandex and call it a day. Okay, that's a deal breaker. Why? What's wrong with spandex? You do not want to see how the first incarnation of this movie turned out. This is your second attempt at this? That sounds like something you should have mentioned sooner. I was hoping that if I pretended it never happened, eventually I'd just forget. I can still hear the stretching of spandex against my groin in my nightmares. Oh, sorry to hear that. In mine, it's just familiar screams. Far less emotionally complicated. Ah, hell. Maybe this is pointless. I mean, can we really reduce the struggle depicted in a complex narrative down to a single antagonist? What if the true villain was society? I'm not sure that a film we're trying to market to the general public should be about how unpleasant the target audience is. No. Hear me out. Maybe it's people's perception of me. I can't see it, because I'm me, of course. And you can't see it because it's a view you don't happen to share. Huh, maybe you're right. You think we need some complicated exposition? Fuck it. I'll just start the movie with a paragraph of Comic Sans text on a solid color background. With the exposition out of the way, we can just focus on the action-y stuff. Oh, see, there's the issue. Define action, because technically decomposing is an action. Let's say general movement / activity. Yeah, no, that's not me. Oh, come on. Surely there's some way we can use this group. Oh! What we need is the footage of your daring escape. It's the ideal action narrative point. The missing link. How's about we ask Theo for the CCTV footage? I keep burping, excuse me. I'm so full of air. I had some French toast before stream. Excuse me. Jeez. Firstly, let's never speak to him again. That's my suggestion. Right, and secondly, I might have coded the lens of the nearest camera to my enclosure with silly putty. What? Why did you... To cover my tracks, of course. Oh, right. Duh. Didn't Theo notice that you were missing, though? Nah, I just left a burlap sack of potatoes in my bed. Wow, this place really is a sneaky Lieber. Her particularly crafty dingo could get out of here, no problem. Where do you think I got the idea? Huh. Okay, so crazy suggestion here. What if you entered one of the nearby enclosures and I could just film you climbing out all willy-nilly? We could totally just slap a camera overlay onto it, pass that off as your actual daring escape. Wouldn't that be fake, though? You realize that almost every movie is just people lying on camera, right? Would audiences believe our forgery, though? Would audiences believe anything we've filmed so far? Right, so let's do this. Right, excellent. So, to our left, the noble alpaca enclosure. Sound good to you? Are alpacas friendly? I don't know. I've never been lost in the mountains of Peru, and they don't tend to walk around the city much. You are inexperienced when it comes to handling alpacas. Yeah, it's definitely a skill issue. A skill I tend to embellish on my resume. I don't know why I defaulted to saying skill issue. Alright, so what's in front of us then? Judging from the cardboard cutout, emu. Right, that's not ideal. I've been closer to an emu than I have to an alpaca, admittedly. They're kind of like feathered dinos. Swans are also like feathered dinos in fairness. Right, but imagine a man-sized swan. With a gun for a head. They have guns for heads. I was wondering why the emu head was completely obscured, both in the enclosure and the little cardboard cutout. Right, I've heard enough. Wow, it can't fly, but it kicks ass. We were fools for thinking to weaponize them. If another emu war kicks off, we'll be annihilated. Oh shit! I have a funny feeling that if I hop into the alpaca enclosure, I'm gonna get my ass beat. A little subversion of expectation, perhaps? But let's go into the emu enclosures. It's right there. Alright, it's time to take the plunge. Alright, I've made contact with the soil. Note, door is now emu-proof as of May 7th, 2015. Never again. I seem to be in some uncharted land. A new frontier. You're in the emu enclosure. Wait, hold on. You're in the emu enclosure. Yes. You getting this? Yeah, you look generally lost. Outstanding, yes! What now? Well, this is your daring escape. I guess the next step for you to take is, you know, escape. Right. How do I do that? Well, oh, right. The drone dips, don't it? Well, yeah, of course, it's deeper on the inside. If I could climb out from the inside, an emu could just jump in no problem. This is certainly a mild predicament. I could always just... Oh, I could always just open the zookeeper door and let you out. That wouldn't look very cinematic. Does any of this? Alright, point made. Now let me out. Oh shit. Oliver! Oliver, are you getting this? If this is the emu that's now located right before you, then yes, I'm very much getting this. Oliver, I am in danger. Am I in danger? Do you think it's aggressive? I think it's an emu. Oliver, this is no joke. Need I remind you of the Great Emu War? Emus have won 100% of all wars they've fought with mankind. One war. And they kicked our asses. This one has a gun. That seems docile enough. War seldom changes, Fezman. Alright. I'll get the gate open in a moment. Oh god, it's just standing there, menacingly. I somehow doubt that humans are capable of malicious thought. Oliver, I think it's attempting to trap me here. You could step around it. Oliver, I think the human's working with Theodore. Dude, just step around. Oliver, I must duel for my freedom. Hold on. Right, camera's in focus. Do we have to... Well, you punched an emu. I slew it for my freedom, Oliver. A worthy sacrifice. Pal, you barely dented the damn emu. Your fist just got absorbed into one of its many feathery flesh folds. I mean, yeah, groovy. This is good stuff. Dude, this footage is top notch. This is totally the last piece of footage we needed. Our ace in the hole. You really think so? You think so? Really? Oops. I mean, it might be kind of hard to portray the footage as a heroic moment, since the raw footage is just heartbreaking footage of you assaulting a massive but docile cotton ball with legs. But I'm sure with a few jump cuts, some borrowed shots from Stanley Donaldson's Attack of the Emus, I can string something compelling together. So, that's it? Yeah, I think we're done here. To be frank, I'm a bit worried that Theodore Russellbelt might press charges against us, considering you just assaulted one of his specimens. Oh please, he loves punching animals. I'm sure he punches emus constantly. Fucking invite him to the premiere. He'd adore this trash. Right. Right. Okay. I guess that's one guaranteed patron for opening night. Man, am I pumped to get this movie finished? Abso-heckin-lutely stoked. I gotta get back to the cinema, get to editing this for tomorrow night. I am not gonna be getting any sleep tonight. But hey, I'm sure if I go long enough without sleep, I'll be too out of it to feel the impending sting of failure, right? Hey, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. Oh, shoot. What's on the cards, my groovy dude? So, the cinema's, like, definitely haunted, right? Allegedly definitely haunted, yeah. Why? Has anyone ever, died in the building during its operation? Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, there might have been an incident or two. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Uh-huh. Big Bertha might have flattened the last projectionist to perform maintenance on her. Flattened? Rolled right over him, yeah. Turned him into a red pancake. I see the hand sticking out of the bottom. That's... Wait, did you say incident or two? Like, plural. Yeah, Big Bertha also kind of tore another maintenance guy's arm off. Then flattened him when that didn't kill him. When in doubt, flatten the repair guy, as they say. Who says that? Who says that, Oliver? There was also the time Big Bertha rolled through the wall of the projection room and flattened some of the audience. Big Bertha rolled right over him. Oliver, I am horrified. That doesn't sound right. Hey now, Big Bertha's our pride and joy. Mr. Dickens did right, splurging on a beautiful second-hand antique projector. Second-hand? Who sold him the machine? A friendly witch doctor who was hosting a yard sale. Dude, the cinema is 100% haunted. In your opinion, it's definitely haunted. Let's just agree to disagree. No, let's not. Right then, I'll be off. Oh, parting is such a sweet sorrow. But hey, I'll see you at the premiere tomorrow. Right? Only if you'll be there, winky face. If I'm not present, then I've presumably died of a tragic but sudden caffeine overdose. If such an event occurs, please mail my ashes to Obama in accordance with my last will and testament. Why him? I don't want to lose a bet. Alright then, see you tomorrow, Ash boy. Boy, what a day. You punched a goddamn emu. There's the narrator. The narrator's always so quiet when Oliver's around. I wonder why. I did it for Oliver, damn it. For cinema itself. But did you though? Did you really? And what's that supposed to mean, bub? I mean, are you really certain that this movie is gonna achieve anything other than being a resounding flop? Well, Oliver has faith in it, so, you know, I do too. Oliver also has complete faith in the squalid cinema he works at, in fairness. Faith is good though. Religion has been historically kind of popular. He's relying on a miracle though. It's blind faith. I get that the air in the place is practically opaque, but he doesn't seem to see any further than his own dial pad. But he's not doing this for himself. He's doing this for Mr. Dickens. Do you think that Mr. Dickens really believes in Oliver? I'm sure he does. I mean, he's given Oliver so much, right? Right, so it's completely in character for him to indulge Oliver and give him a last-ditch attempt to save the cinema, knowing he'll lose nothing if the movie flops. Sure, Mr. Dickens just doesn't have the heart to tell Oliver that it's pointless. Alright, you disembodied destroyer of dreams. What's your point then, huh? What do you want me to do? I don't know. Maybe try to tempt Oliver's expectations. Temper Oliver's expectations at the premiere tomorrow. You can let him down gently, so he has time to come to terms with his inevitable failure. Sounds like a bummer. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I know your entire life philosophy can be summarized as an irresponsible and effortless, yet hedonistic romp in the pursuit of pleasure. What do those big words mean? It means you're cosmically underwhelming. Oh, yeah, no, I totally am. And your point? My point is, I think you're gonna need to ground Oliver. Ground him? Last time I checked, not one of my wretched unhedged spawn are named Oliver. Really should have a discussion with him about the finished movie. Remind him of his other prospects, that everything will be okay if the movie flops on account of it being weird and low budget. What's the use? Go to sleep, you lummox. You can think some more about this tomorrow. I agree with that sentiment fully, minus the thinking later bit. Good night, my ethereal maiden. Wait, I'm not a girl. Yes. Also, excuse me, I burped in the middle of that. Wow. Wow, even God is here. I could see him over there. I'm honestly surprised. Seems the premiere is actually drawing attendees. Like, actual live people. Instead of what exactly? Homunculi? Emu? Oh, I see Stromboli. I meant instead of nobody turning up. I expected an honest phone god townwide no-show. But alas, townwide spectation. I guess my advertising campaign worked wonders then. I doubt you writing, "Come to Olive Man premiere" on condom wrappers and slipping them in random strangers' pockets got very many of these people to come here. You never know. It could have. Yeah, but you're kind of really illiterate. Most of Dialtown probably can't read hieroglyphics. If those pyramid dudes could read them, I'm sure the modern man can. Uh-huh. You should go inside. Speak to Oliver. Yes, go I shall. Yes. Hey, SAMIEL. I'm super stoked that you actually came. Very groovy. I always do, a winky face. What was that? That's some kind of euphemism, right? It was, yes. You doing okay, man? You seem generally disheveled. Oh, you know, I'm running on roughly 0 hours of sleep. Did you stay up all night working on the movie? I sure as heck did, yeah. Oliver, hon, that can't be healthy. Well, you know what they say. No pain, no gain. Oh, Oliver, bodybuilders say that. Are you really gonna take advice from jack dudes who guzzle raw eggs? By that token, would I take advice from a green Neanderthal who eats literal garbage? You know what? Touche. I'll go with beefcakes on this one. This movie is my opus. Our opus. You see, at first I thought, hey, this looks kind of cute. Could make this PG-7, add a few dancing CG raccoons. Ah, small dancing CG creatures. Objectively a fine choice. Go on. But then I thought, what I need is to think outside of the box. So, me thinketh, what about a story that starts off funny and silly and then becomes soul-crushingly tragic? Yuppie Psycho. Yuppie Psycho is exactly like that. But then I thought, what if the movie has no genre? Just a string of raw footage arranged out of order and with ill-fitting music placed over the whole thing. Oliver, no. You fell asleep at and or on your keyboard, didn't you? That is an interesting theory. Oh, Oliver. It's cool though. Just whatever you do, don't tell. Tally-ho! Ollie, my boy. Tonight's your big night. Are you ready for the grand premiere, lad? I sure am, sir. Marvelous, simply wondrous. I'm right chuffed to see what you've made. Yeah, I'm sure people will find it just dandy, sir. Not to worry, lad. The movie need only make enough in sales to revitalize my failing enterprise. So, no pressure. Right, yes, groovy. Anyway, I must go take my seat, as I don't wish to miss this euphoric magic of the silver screen. Cheerio, one and all. Well, he seemed chipper. Yeah, it's almost like he expects my film to save his failing business. Ha ha ha. Huh. Well, I wanted to talk to you about that. Oh, hold on. There's a few people behind you in line. We're gonna talk about whatever that is while I'm stalking the reel, okay? I guess it can wait. Let me just step to one side. Greetings, my respective fezzed and green friends. Happy to attend your dazzling cinematic premiere as a guest of honor. Stellar, man. Glad to hear it. Oh, I'm sure you must certainly are having a guest as distinguished as the one and only Theodore Russellbit. Can I murder this guest with my bare hands, hon? No, not this one, SAMIEL. Alright, that'll be $6.99 for a ticket, sir. Egads, you truly expect me to pay for a ticket at my own red carpet event? But, Theodore, you aren't actually in the movie. Correct, but a specimen from my vast array of emu most certainly is, yes? I'm here on his behalf while he recovers from his life-threatening injuries. That emu's fine and you know it. I know nothing of the sort, I'm afraid. Listen, Mr. Russellbelt, this isn't personal. Everyone's got to pay for a ticket. This very event is a fundraiser to raise money to keep the cinema open. Alright, I'll tell you what, my lad. How's about in exchange for a free ticket into your screening, I give you free and unrestricted access to the zoo. But isn't entry to the zoo already free? Well, how about that? Looks as though I've already gone through with my end of the bargain. I suppose that means you have a legal and unwavering obligation to... Alright, you crusty fuck. Just go in. But late to that, then. See you in Hollywood, my boy. High society, here I come. God, I despise that man. You know what? I should really listen to you more. Hell yeah! If you think my take on people are nifty, you should see my take on jerkies and... Sup, bozos? Billy's here now. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Scram! Get on out of here. Tonight's our big night, and I have enough to do without having to fixate my hawkish gaze on you all night. Yeah, plus the movie's rated 18s and up, dude. I shed my pants halfway during the filming and refused to put them back on. Oliver, you did remember to edit Blair in post, right? Ah, shit. Guess the movie will just be that bit more memorable, huh? So yeah, no minors allowed. Scram! Get out here! Hey, I'm no minor. Look, I even got my ID on me. Little Billion, anytime with your mom, 18 plus, shop full-time mad bastard. Mayor Mingus approved. Don't check, lads, it's good. I think this identification may be fake. But I can't pinpoint any obvious discrepancies. Look, you little brat. It's a no either way. Like I said, I can't have you tarnishing my film's one opportunity to save this place with your loud shenanigans. Loud shenanigans? Hey, bozo, for your information, I'm actually planning to be on my best behavior tonight. You told me earlier that you were gonna smuggle your megaphone into the theater to repeatedly bellow crungus during the climax. You gangrenous snitch! You're like 9. What the actual fuck? Where are you learning words like crungus and gangrenous? Pal, you think I didn't come up with crungus myself? I've got like 8 kids on the playground who can back me up. Scram. Go. Get out. Ah! Fine, whatever, bozos. Your movie's gonna totally bomb anyways, bro. No assistance from me required. Ciao. God, I hate that little... I'm dialing the cops right now. Is this how I come off to Jerry? I need to send him another fruit basket or something. Another? First one didn't seem to sway him. Huh. Define fruit. Apple core, banana peel, used eggplant. What? Define a used eggplant. Hey, look, another customer. Oh! It's Randy! Hey, it's me! I'm here now. Oh, hey, sup, Randy? What brings you here? Oh, you know, I was just rummaging around in the dumpster back when I overheard someone mentioning the premiere. Well, heck, it's groovy to have you here. Yeah, so, what's this movie about? That's a great question. Oh no. Right, yes. I'm in it! What the? Wait, something about you feels familiar. Do you spend much time at the park, perhaps? Oh. So you're the naked green figure I keep seeing scurrying around in my peripheral vision. Oh yeah, that'd be me, alright. My fears of losing my own mind have now been replaced by the tangible fear of encountering you. Hey, that's progress. Good job, man. Yeah. Alright, so that'll be $6.99, Randy. You couldn't offer me a discount on account of me being vaguely familiar, could you? I suppose I could drop it to $5 since I... how about, 25 cents? Randy. If you have no money to your name, then why did you even bother showing up? I just wanted to get in out of the cold. tea. Good call. This place is as warm and as moist as can be. Yeah, about that. Why is it so humid in here? I'm sure it's just from the mold on the walls breathing. Huh. Well, it is warm. Look. You're the last dude in line, Randy. Just go sit in the back and don't make any noise, alright? Hot dog, Oliver, you're the best! Can you be my father? Randy! I'm going! Huh. I keep forgetting to ask him about that bandage on his head. Heard from little Billy, plague be upon him, that he hit his head on a rock. But I'm sure there's gotta be more to that story than that, right? I heard it another time. Sorry. Huh. Remind me to question you more about the implication that you could see into other timelines at a later date. I feel another burp. Excuse me. That one was a big one. Sorry about that. For now, we've got a screening to initiate. Initiate isn't a very call to action-y verb, is it? Like, start, do, make, squirt. Those have punch. Initiating is like pressing the on button on an ointment making machine. Let's just do the screening. Yes, let's. Alright, let's get Olive Man. What is this place? Oh! This is my vile sanctum, my lair. Specifically... Oh, projector room number 1. It sure as heck is. Say hello to Big Bertha, our pride and joy. Oliver, she just moved. Yeah, she probably just had some air stuck in her. Oliver, she moved again. Yeah, ditto. Oliver, I think your movie projector is sentient. And angry. Oh, don't be ridiculous. She's got a lot of soul. I'm pretty sure she devours souls. Well, if she's eating souls, then how are said souls haunting the place then, huh? Ha! Checkmate! Ah, shit. Excuse me. Okay, maybe we're slightly fucking haunted. Laugh it up. Oliver, she shouldn't be in here. She's a wild animal, man. You're not insisting I turn her over to the zoo, are you? No! Let her roam free! You need to let her roll around the open plains, where she can feel the open air in her pipes and boats. Roll over as many small critters as she wants. It's not right having her all cooped up in here. But she's our only movie projector. Dude, you can buy a used projector at a garage sale for like $15. Don't you want her to be happy? You're right, you're right. I'll bring this up to Dickens after the premiere. If we have time to talk about anything other than our movie's vast success and the sudden salvation of the cinema itself. Yeah, right. SAMIEL. Can I ask you a hard question? One that I'd like you to answer completely honestly. Uh-huh. This movie, the one we should have loaded into Bertha minutes ago. Yeah, right, that one. Do you think it'll turn things around for me? For us? See? I knew this would come up. I'm right as always. Shit! I have a question to answer. Did you just tell me to shut up after I had finished speaking just so you could answer my question, which I'd already finished asking? Not gonna lie, I was talking to the narrator. If I'm gonna break the fourth wall in front of Oliver, I'm gonna commit to it. You realize that movie's done, don't you? Pal, I'm not recording you right now. The movie's ready to air. Like, right now. Speaking of, I gotta ask. Do you think the movie will turn things around? Look, man, I haven't even seen the movie. For all I know, it's just 90 minutes of me gargling paint thinner. Okay, not all 90 minutes are comprised solely of... Oh, shit. It's already a sign of a turbulent development process. There should realistically be little to no paint thinner gargling to fill extra time up. You know, I think you expected too much from yourself. Okay, fine, I rushed the editing, I get it. No, I mean, all of this. You're in your 20s, man. That's pretty young in human years. Isn't it? So, what? You think developing a film was too much? I don't get how you expected to repair Mr. Dickens' dying business on your own. On your first try, at the last moment possible. Hey now, for all we know, the public could love this movie. And they could despise it, correct? Isn't it crazy that you're relying on this one shot to define your future? Oh god, you're right. I've set myself, both of us, up for failure. Hey now, I don't give a flying fuck if this flops. I didn't mean you and me. I meant me and Mr. Dickens. Oh, right, yeah. But look, excuse me, you and Mr. Dickens will live. I've always got a room at my tent if you need somewhere to crash. That's sweet, real sweet, but this was all going to happen anyway, man. I just want you to be okay if/when it does. Okay. We've done our best. Time to load Bertha up and get to it then. Speaking of, again, you've gotta release her into the wild soon. I know. Like, tomorrow soon. I know! Take a breath, man, relax. People could really love this. Yeah, I suppose they could. Alright, well, it's been real, but here goes nothing. Hello, Dialtown. Rachel from the Dialtown News Network here. This just in, last night's premiere of the Passion of Frog thing have been reported as a resounding failure. Oh shit. Despite Cure's advertising efforts, in the end, the event only had a modest turnout of 24 unsatisfied patrons. Of the 4 reviewers who happened to attend the showing, 3 are now comatose. The remaining reviewer, who is still conscious, doesn't really want to talk about what he saw. Poor guy. We've interviewed a few citizens who attended the premiere, and they had this to say. Honestly, I just wanted to get out of the cold, but I think hypothermia would have been more palatable in all honesty. That lack of footage of myself was criminal. Criminal, I say. Say, is this still alive? Go on down to the Dialtown City Zoo, friends. We have tapirs. Tapirs, bully. Okay, enough of him. Honestly, the movie converted me from an unsure agnostic to firm atheist. No merciful god would have let that scene where the green one gargled paint thinner exist, no matter how disinterested he is on our plight. Well, there you have it. I know they say all publicity is good publicity, but to those people, we at the Dialtown News Network would like to recommend giving the Passion of Frog thing a watch. and seeing how you feel then. Good morning, SAMIEL. I hope you're... What in phone God's name are you staring at? Put a frog in a pot. It's got a tape measure for a head. That's cute. Hold on, I have to just look at this. It's so cute. Watching him trying to climb out. Just a pro tip here. Last 17 times you try this, the frog died. Yeah, but this time there's no land, nor a lit fire under the pot. So the odds are fair, methinks. Alright. What's your endgame here, anyhow? Want to see the definitive threshold of frog slaughter? Yes, that's... Say, I wonder how Oliver's premiere went. Isn't that a much more engaging topic to think about? Nah, little Billy told me a few days ago that it apparently bombed. In fairness, is little Billy really a reliable source of information? Yeah, he was the one who informed me when 9/11 was. Oh, you're finally here. Hello. Do you want me, would you like for me to call now? Okay. It's calling time. Hello!
Hello.
Hello!
How are you?
Good.
Beautiful.
It's been an hour and a half of Oliver content. But now you're here.
What's going on?
You missed like an hour and a half of Oliver content. I think I'm towards the end of one of the endings. Like his movie bombed, and I picked the emu enclosure because apparently that was a route diverging choice. I'm not sure how yet. I don't know. We'll find out after.
I know how.
Well, I don't. It's time to find out. He said it was an inside job, conducted by clowns. In fairness, he did show me a newspaper that reported the clown thing. Yeah, but in fairness, you're illiterate. I bet you any money that the article wasn't about what he said it was. What makes you say that? Why would the article's picture have been of a tractor flattening a beach seal? Ooh. Oh no. Well, why was there a tractor even on the beach in the first place? Maybe if you knew how to read, you could have found out. Fine. Go visit Oliver and ask him about his lousy premiere. Brilliant, yes. Hello? Oliver? Oh no. This looks so different. Where is he? Where's the boy? Well, I don't know. Sure you walked in the right place? This ain't the cinema. Mark my words, the cinema was right here. That must mean... Yikes. I guess it's already gone. Drat. Alas, I was too late. You still might be able to get Oliver's mailing address to send your condolences via mailman, mailwoman, or perhaps carrier pigeon. Ah, yes, the three genders. There he is! Hey, friendo! I was wondering when you'd drop by. What's the haps? Olive Man! You're here! Have you returned here once more to burn the place down in a scornful rage? Did you do all this? I lugged the remaining furniture out of here and took an axe to light fixtures, if that's what you're talking about. But, fortunately, I'm neither a vandal salvager nor a copper wire thief. Then why'd you wreck the place? It seems rather rude to me. Hey, I'm just following Mr. Dickens' orders. Oliver, my boy, You're not stripping copper wire from the walls. Then why would Mr. Dickens order such mayhem, such a needless destruction? Such abundant and ceaseless malarkey! Well, okay, I might have misspoken. I guess I am salvaging somewhat. It's my job to salvage what's left over from our failed cinema business. I don't understand. What else of value could possibly be left here? I heard from little Billy that the premiere bombed. Of course he'd tell you that. He showed me an article from the Happenings paper. Oh, he showed you the newspaper review. Yeah, he said they tore you to shreds. Every single critic who attended the premiere. And isn't comatose. In fairness, that's only one critic. But, I mean, yeah, the film didn't exactly get glowing reviews, you know, on account of it being so groundbreaking. True art is never appreciated in its own time. I don't know, man. Let me quote the review. If I could douse a film in gasoline and light it up, I'd watch the film burn with glee. And this time I would actually enjoy watching it. Hey, that reviewer had 90 whole minutes to burn this place down while the film was playing. He was totally bluffing. Oliver Swift's newest and only movie is an abortion of cinema itself. That makes me wish I was likewise aborted. See, that's still a strong statement. In the same way assassinating Bigfoot over a parking ticket would be. Bigfoot totally can't drive. Bigfoot fucks. I'm sure he can drive. Look, I can't refute that Bigfoot fucks, but you also can't refute that negative publicity is still publicity. For your information, almost 5,000 people ended up showing up to the screening after that review. They all wanted to gawk over at our marvelous train wreck. Wait, you made bank? Yeah, people turned up in droves to see our depraved horror flick. Wait, the movie we filmed was a horror flick? Well, I initially imagined it as more of a transcendent piece of media that encapsulated both the sincere beauty and the raw anger of all that falls under the huge thumbs of phone god. And our movie wasn't that? People didn't really notice the beauty under the divine thumb. But plenty saw the untapped blistering rage and shat themselves. Yay! My original idea of making people shit themselves worked. So people turned up, expecting a cutting-edge horror flick. Yeah, and we delivered. Okay, that makes sense. The premiere was a success then. So wait, why on phone god's green earth are you tearing up the cinema? Well, see, Mr. Dickens and I had a conversation about expectations. Don't get me wrong, he was immensely thankful that I'd saved the cinema, but it turns out he really didn't think I actually could pull this off at all. No! Just wanted to see what I'd come up with. Why? Well, Mr. Dickens informed me of something pretty surprising, actually. Turns out, operating a cinema wasn't actually his ultimate dream at all. It was for him to go into directing movies of his own. Huh? Excuse me. You know how it is. Mr. Dickens grew up in a different era. He started a family once he came of age, which he obviously had to provide for. He didn't have the opportunity to just up and leave for Hollywood. The stakes for failure were too high. He had people depending on him, you know? It just wasn't an option. Yeah, but I don't see what this has to do with us or our movie. Well, for a while I wondered why Mr. Dickens was so encouraging when I pitched the old save this here cinema with an indie movie idea. I suppose I just figured he thought my idea was just dandy and that it'd be a surefire success. But now I get it. He had no faith in the movie at all and was certain that the cinema would have to shut down. No matter what. Why was he so sure you'd fail? Aside from the fact that the entire business itself was collapsing in on itself? Yeah, aside from that, I guess. You see, when I pitched the idea, Mr. Dickens said he saw his younger self in me. The idealistic younger version of himself who would have given anything to drop everything and become a movie director. Mr. Dickens wanted, more than anything, for me to take the risk that he never could. That he, and only he, shoulder the burden of my failure, allowing me to try again and maybe succeed. Mr. Dickens said he was so proud of me for doing what he never could. And that's precisely why he couldn't allow this place to remain open, if it meant that it'd stay the complete extent of my potential. So that was it then. The end of his dream. Or so I thought. One of the bad reviews really tore the cinema itself apart as a venue, said it suited the horrifying train wreck of a film being shown here. And that's when it occurred to me that just maybe I was actually fighting something that we could use. If people are so sure that this place is supposedly haunted, Oliver, this place is so haunted. Okay, fine, the place is absolutely riddled with specters, spirits, and other assorted ghouls. Happy now? Immensely. Go on. So I realized, if Mr. Dickens didn't even really want to own a cinema, and he wants to see me spread my own wings and make my own creations, and this venue alone is considered pretty horrific, with terror apparently being my unknowing signature, the solution's obvious. It is? Dialtown's first horror attraction. Wait, like a scare house? Right. You know, I've realized. Maybe I was making a mistake trying to go against the grain to convince people that they wanted something that they clearly didn't want. Honestly, this seems to be the best way forward. So that's why you're hacking the place apart. To make the place even more unsightly, yes. Best of all, Mr. Dickens gets to assist me in creating exhibits and stuff. So, he gets a second chance at his dream too. What do you think of this poster? Oh, Dickens and Sons Scare Shack. That's adorable. It's cute. Hell, it'd be cute even if it was just you. Oh, shucks. I do owe you something though, you know. And what's that? Well, here it is. Thank you, sincerely. I could have attempted this on my own, granted. But I don't think I could have ended up here on my own. You believed in me when nobody else did, and stood by my side through thick and thin. You even let me document you, so I could take a financial risk for a dying cinema. All for the dream of a man you hadn't even met. There's nothing gnarlier than that, Slick. Me do good, me make all of men happy. Hell yeah, you made all of man happy. Man, you know what the best part is? We're the only horror attraction on Earth with real ghosts. I hope. Oh god, we don't even have to pay them since they're dead. Though, I think one of the ghosts might be a dead union leader, so we'll see how that goes. So I guess this all worked out neatly. I guess so. What of Big Bertha? Oh, I did what you suggested. I let her go. She's free now to roam Phone God's green earth as she pleases. Just thump. Good. Now she's the great outdoors problem. Actually, nah, I misspoke earlier, come to think of it. The best part is that Hey, bozos, how's it hanging? I heard your movie totally fucking bombed. The best part is that I get to do this. Out you go, you little scrote. This attraction is 18s only. Ouch, my youth glands. Red. He's named now. This truly is the best possible ending. That's like the only time I've seen Oliver's pants.
Yeah.
Tucks his shirt in. The ending where everything works out just fine for Oliver Swift, the gnarliest man in Dialtown.
I love him so fucking much, bro.
That was great. So I got a good ending first try for both Randy and Oliver. But I got it last try for Karen. I'm so bad at talking to women. But I'm great at talking to men, apparently. I will now hop into the alpaca enclosure. Abandon all hope, you enter here. Oh my god, there's a severed hand. And the music is distorted. I knew this was gonna be a bad idea. Right, I'm in. You recording, man?
I sure am, yes sirree.
Great. We've got the establishing shot. Now I just gotta... Oh, an alpaca. Hey, why is his head a meat grinder? Why? Oh no. Oh, many alpaca circling around me. Oh, the screen is turning red. Oh no. Hey, SAMIEL, those alpacas don't look too happy to... Oh shit. I feel as though death may be imminent. Maybe you shouldn't have entered the enclosure housing creatures with meat grinders for heads. Wait, but I thought that... Oh wait! Llamas! Llamas have got pan flutes for heads. Well, what a comical mix-up on my part. Dude, I think those things are waiting to tear you limb from limb and grind your flesh to a pulp. Oops! Silly me! Sorry for the hold-up, boys. Please be gentle. Oh boy. Oh no! The ending where you get mauled to death by alpacas. That's such a fast ending.
Yeah.
And I didn't shit myself before I died. Let's see. I remember there was an option for the interview. You really mean it? Don't know if that makes like a big difference, but I didn't do the interview. But now I will. Just you watch, Steady-O. You'll be the bee's knees. Can you state your name for the camera? I see. Let's move on from the commentary idea, maybe. Move on to something that doesn't place my pricey equipment anywhere near that mug of yours. Yes, fair. So, what now, Chief? I guess you could just act candid. Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit of flavor text. That's what I missed out on. Are there any other endings that I've missed? Cause like I can't think of any other like that's like the only like major diverging choice, but like I know sometimes there's choices that can give you different endings without being a diverging choice. But there's gotta be more than two for Oliver, right?
Oh, you can do you can go back and refuse to have Oliver like record the egg laying.
Oh yeah, I think that's what file 30 was for. Let's see. Hey.
No, that's chapter 2.
Oh shit. Hold on. Why did I save here? Oh, it's cause I remember now. I remember it. I saved there because of that. Egg laying scene, there it is. There it is! That were diverging choice. I totally forgot. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. No dice. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Can I at least ask what your reasons for saying no are? Oh, there's 3 choices. These are all big choices. Hold on. I don't appreciate being used by your boss, frankly. I see. For the record, my boss never put me up to this, but alright. I get it. From your perspective, he might as well have asked you himself, right? Are you mad? No, it's nothing personal, right? I'm a little disappointed, maybe. Worried, you know, about Mr. Dickens and all. Look, I know the footage isn't being used, but this movie isn't exactly going anywhere fast. Plus, I may have fibbed to Mr. Dickens a bit about just how much of this movie was done. He thinks it's near completion, doesn't he? A bit, yeah. Look, 2 heads are better than 1, unless you're like a mutant dual-headed cow. Then the second head is really just a nuisance. But I think your fleshy green phone head could be of real use to me. What are you asking? I'm asking if you'd like to co-direct my movie. Wait, me? Why me of all people? Well, putting it lightly, you're weird. But weird's groovy. I like weird. I bet you have a story in you that hasn't ever been told. And that's the kind of story I want to tell. Look, I don't need you to decide right now. But if you're interested, you'll know where to find me tomorrow. Off topic, you think you're gonna be able to make it home on your own? We're not traveling together. Well, I'm ready to leave right now if you're ready to stand up. Pass. I just excreted 5 melon-sized eggs from my sphincter. I think I'll just lay here for a little while. Right, I thought so. I mean, I could call a taxi for you in an hour or so. I refuse to be placed on the backseat of another taxi. Childlocks are my mortal nemesis. I didn't escape from the zoo to end up right back in captivity. You didn't escape the what? Okay, look, we'll chat tomorrow, right? I had a gnarly night. Right. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So thanks for that. See you tomorrow, SAMIEL. Good night, hun. Bon voyage. Wait. Congrats. You just let your ride leave. It'll be fine. We'll just... You're falling asleep in the dirt. Baby's tired. Come on, SAMIEL, not in the dirt. You just sprayed on. Okay, you're already asleep. Fuck. Chapter 2. Gnarly dude. Whoa. Hello, Dialtown. Rachel from the Dialtown News Network here. This just in. Certain Dialtown citizens seem to be afflicted with something known socially as the phone cramps. These head cramps are manifesting in migraine-like symptoms, making it difficult for phone-headed citizens to get calls out. We interviewed one such citizen who reported having the inability to make any calls at all. But, of course, given that this particular citizen had a typewriter for a head and not a phone, we forwarded her name to Dialtown Insane Asylum for collection. Our second story for today, Dialtown has a new fan club, who are known simply as the Leather Caressers. Yes, folks, leathers, burlaps, cloths, and silks. These people really seem to love fabric, evidently. Following Mayor Mingo's new mental health guidelines, we forwarded all non-leather crossing affiliates' name to the Dialtown Insane Asylum for collection. Our final story, it seems the Dialtown Insane Asylum is suffering from overcrowding and experts aren't sure why. We urge all citizens following this story, if you find yourself stressed from the news of Dialtown's social services falling apart around you, feel free to give us a call, so we can forward your names to the Dialtown Insane Asylum for collection. Good morning, Rise and Share. God, fuck, my eyes! Where am I? This is the fun fair, SAMIEL. You fell asleep in the dirt last night. Don't you remember? I did? Yeah, you, like, totally passed out after you laid your eggs. Do I live here? Nah, you don't. You live in a tent at the park, which is either more sad or less sad, depending on how you weigh such things up in your lime noggin. I'd argue that it's less sad, personally. Why? Because there's less carnies in the general vicinity of your home. That and the free access to clean pond water to bathe in. Yeah, I was about to say, stop bathing in the pond. The water is green. I'm green. Gee, I wonder why. Do you have something against the color green? Huh? It's not just that. There's usually kids around. I keep my clothes on during, so what's the big deal? You're shirtless! Your 6 nipples are hanging loose! My 6 nipples hang loose regardless of my pond bathing. Just stay in your tent. Just never leave the tent. Make me. Right. Look, are you gonna wander off aimlessly or not? Fine, yes, let's wander. What? Were you... Did you just come out of there right now? Take it, Jerry. I don't feel so well. Answer the question. Oh, yeah, I just woke up. Why didn't you leave last night? I came in my pants and fell asleep, obviously. Stop talking! What I don't get is why you left at all, if nobody knew you were in there. Shit! Jerry, can I get back in? Well, do you have $2 for a ticket? You know I don't, you rat bastard. Let me back in, or else. Or else what? Or else I'll squirt. I believe you. Do you want me to? I want you to leave. Okay, leave I shall. Goodbye, Ticket Jerry, my truest friend and ally. We are neither friends nor allies. How much longer till home? We're already in Uptown, so it's not much longer now. I despise walking. If only I had a scooter. Excuse me? Imagine the havoc you'd wreak on a scooter, SAMIEL. Pure pandemonium. Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! Trusting you with a scooter would be akin to trusting Bigfoot with a loaded firearm. Which I would absolutely do. I don't know why I thought to use that as a counter-argument. You obviously would do that. This is so sad. Can we give Bigfoot a fucking gun? You know, we are right outside the cinema Oliver works at, come to think of it. We could take him up on the whole co-director offer he gave us last night and kill an afternoon behind a camcorder. Yeah, could do. Or I could just go home and decompose. I like the sound of that. Oh sure, but what then? Follow the main step of the Primal Directive, which is doing nothing at all no matter the cost. I'm not going to talk about coming any more than I have to. Yeah, but you also require constant stimulation. Why are you so entitled anyhow? You can't expect an entertainment to just, I can and I will. I'm a monarch, green royalty. Royalty? Pal, you live in a tent. Yet you demand entertainment comes to you whenever you want it. You dine on rotten meats, haphazardly disguising the meat's ill freshness with spices, and holy shit, you do live like a medieval monarch. Divine royalty is as much a burden as it is a blessing, dear narrator. Look, I don't trust you to spend the day on your own. Oliver will keep you out of trouble, or at the very least try to avoid letting you out of his sight long enough for you to wander into incoming traffic. Besides, by helping him out, you'd be doing him a real solid. Solid, you say? Winky face. Why are you like this? Look, there's plenty of time to nap, or stare at wet paint, or whatever inane tasks you have set out for tomorrow. Oh, another diverging choice. Fuck that. Tent! Oh, come on! Surely there's a much better use of your time than simply, I have made up my mind. Do not stand in the way of democracy. Of progress. I'm telling you, this is the wrong choice. What makes you say that? Where is it? Where's... Who took my tent? Hey, you bozo. What's the haps? You! Billy, where is my tent? Has the hurricane blown it asunder? Has a band of hooligans and ne'er-do-wells carted it off? Nah, I ate it. You what? Yeah, I ate your tent. Thought it'd be funny. You... How? How did you manage to devour an entire tent? Well, you were gone for an entire day, so I just devoured it piece by piece. Even its contents? Only the licorice. I threw the rest of your junk at the swans, and it's all floating over in the pond. Oh, you done it now, you licorice-addled macrophilia of a boy! LMAO, you mad, bro? You prepubescent scoundrel! Yeah, you mad. You've evoked the dreaded hobo's uppercut, child. Prepare thine anus. Oh, come on, like an uppercut from you would... He's been in the air for an awfully long time. Yes. You know, if he doesn't come back down, you'll probably get convicted for presumptive murder. I'm sure he'll come back down. Oh god, come back down, Billy, I'm sorry. God damn it, Billy, this is so typical of you. You're so going to jail. Nuh-uh. Shit. The ending where little Billy becomes an astronaut. I was wondering why you hated Billy so much, but I didn't realize that he does stuff in Oliver's route.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go visit the man. That's the spirit. Why, you could become the new Stephen Spielberg or Stanley Kubrick. Those names are awful. And so are you. Hey, at least my Jeepery has a point. FYI, spiel already means talk, so Spielberg is just stupid. Are you gonna visit Oliver or not? Fine, let's... I have arrived. Yo, SAMIEL, you came. Yes. Man, I'm so glad. A minute longer and I wouldn't have been able to ask for the afternoon off. I was like exceptionally bored. Well, I've got just the remedy for that. A day full of action-packed camera fuckery and cinematographical tomfoolery. Frankly, I just hope the excitement won't be too much for your body after last night. Nonsense, my bod's solid, I'm like a rock. Rock or not, you did shoot 5 bowling ball-sized objects out of your sphincter. Where were your organs during all this? No matter, you're here now, so... Alright, here's the hemp slice, man. I must go parley with my dearest employer so I can leave my post with his permission, of course. Capiche? What? I gotta tell Mr. Dickens I'm taking the rest of the day off. Alright. So, you wanna wait outside or perhaps wander around the cinema aimlessly again? Aimless wandering is a fantastic waste of time and an adequate way to burn off some excess calories. Nah, I've had my fill of aimless wandering for today. Say, why don't I watch the counter for you? I don't know about that. Mr. Dickens mightn't see it so groovy that I let an unvetted person watch the till, you know? Come on, please? Aw, jeez, you're begging. What do I say? Say yes! Say yes! Wave hand whimsically. You will let me mend the counter. Is that meant to be some kind of a forceful mind trick? Please? I'm still not totally convinced. But what if a customer comes in while you're gone? Place is deserted, man. It's a ghost town in here. But what if little Billy shows up? With the counter unsupervised. My god! He could squat all over your popcorn and piss straight onto the till. Imagine how much stickier the buttons would become. He'd be unable to even open the register. This place would be doomed. Oh, alright, alright. I'll only be a moment anyway, okay? So, try not to light anything on fire, alright? Please don't light anything on fire. I promise not to light any fires. I don't believe you. You're wise not to. Okay, I'll be back very soon, and... Oh! Yeah, don't touch the soda fountain under any circumstances. Why not? I'll explain when you're older. Right, ciao! Don't you dare. I'm not touching it! Soda juice. I can't believe that's not soda. Sody pop. Push down. Drink nectar. I could get a closer look at it though. Do not! He didn't say that I couldn't examine it. Alright, you've examined it. Now let's... I'ma touch it. Touch it! He didn't say that I couldn't touch it. He absolutely said exactly that. Do not. Shut. Beb is thirsty. Suddenly pops. Now let's see here. Okay, yep, that's a finger. Ooh. What's so funny is that that's supposed to be the ice dispenser. Should I? Do not drink the... Hey, SAMIEL, You touched the machine, didn't you? No? I don't believe you. That's right as a phrase, it is... You absolutely did. Shit! How'd you know? Well, the pungent aroma of liquid flesh is now circulating throughout the room for a start. I'm sorry, Oliver, I was just so thirsty. Boy, ain't that that relatable content. You want me to buy you a can of pop at a nearby convenience store? Please? Oh, before we go, I guess I wanted to ask you a few questions about the movie we're filming before we choose where we're gonna film it. Oh, darn. Can't we just stumble blindly and drunkenly towards failure? What is this? An elementary school presentation on Millard Fillmore's presidency? I demand only the best from our cinematic excursion. No, what I meant was, what should the movie be about? I don't understand. It's all just moving pictures, isn't it? Schmucks watch and cry. Look, Pa, look at the images flicker and dance on the screen. There's a little more to it than that. Like plots, characters, themes, music, dialogue. Am I a character? In the context of reality, yes, you are indeed quite a character. In the context of the movie, no, because you explicitly told me you didn't want to be in the movie. Hey, I said I didn't want to be shown laying eggs in the movie. You could use me in other ways. Well then, that changes things. But green manpower aside, we still need to figure out what genre we're aiming for. Genre? You know, the type of movie we want to make. The tone, the feeling we want to evoke from our audience. Let's go for dread. Oh, like horror. No, dread. It's completely different. Well, how would you define dread? Footage of cups too close to table edges and pigeons playing on busy roads? We're trying to entertain Dialtown, SAMIEL. Not torture them. Oh, if torture is so bad, then how come it was so big in the Middle Ages? So was cholera and an average life expectancy of 30, but I'm sure nobody misses those. Oh, but on the life expectancy note, have you ever met a millennial that seems genuinely thankful to be alive? Touché, but still. We need to decide on a real emotion for our film to convey. One that won't be torturous for our audience to sit through. So no dread, I'm afraid. We could shoot a comedy. Are you any good at telling jokes? The rest of this game is anything to go by? I don't think either of us are gonna become suddenly well written or funny. I have no idea what any of that means, but fair enough. Suddenly dread seems all the more viable. We could do a chick flick, but I don't think you'd really rock a long blonde wig. How dare you! I absolutely would. If I did your nails up, hun, you'd get startled by a sequel or something and then scratch someone's face open. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I am quite feral. No, we need something that appealed to a large base of people. What do you think the people want to see? Another route diverging choice, my goodness. I'm running out of files. Porn, the lustful populace desires. Pornography. That is possibly the most verbose proposal to film a porno that has ever been uttered. You think so? I guarantee you most porn directors who work out of their homes only have 4 noises to in their vocabularies. 3 of them are pleased, displeased, and neutral grunting noises used during filming, and the 4th is the word penis. Kinky. So, where are we shooting this bad boy? Well, we could shoot it here, do a roleplay thing. We wouldn't even have to worry about cleanup with how sticky the place already is. Oh no. Yeah, but what if a customer were to walk in during? 3rd participant? Both of you do assume it wouldn't be little Billy. Right. I could close up shop while we filmed. Try explaining that to Mr. Dickens. It's no problem. I just march in and tell Mr. Dickens. Hey, I'd like to close the cinema for an hour or so I can film myself and my green friend doing unspeakable sexual acts on premises. Oh shit. Real life never works out like it does in porn. Porn is magical. Reality is just as filthy but far less whimsical. Reality is no fairy tale. There are no attractive singles in your area. There are no horny mills in reality. And the few that exist are likely just boning your dad. Please cease. If I'm going to be a peak performance, I can't think about my unsexily deceased dad during. Can you pretend to be my dad? Gingy, no. Weird. I'm not crazy about that pitch, admit. Wait, did you know your dad? No, but to create someone as attractive as me. Dude was clearly buff and thoroughly shredded at the very least. Right, yes. What do you think his name was anyway? Because you gotta scream out a name during real play sex. I'm getting strong Bartholomew vibes. That wouldn't work, I'm afraid. There's simply not a sexy name. Archibald, Oswald, Oliver. Now those are sexy names. I'll just scream Pops and call it a day. Right, we still need to film this somewhere, don't we? Somewhere nice and moist. Can't have us defiling somewhere pristine with our ungodly film. Prematurely sticky, you say? Well, we could film it at my tent. Yo, tent sex! Idea. What if we each dress up like Sasquatch and like a bear? Wouldn't I be Sasquatch? Well, do you want to be a Sasquatch? A Sasquatch. I don't know why I said a Sasquatch. Pal, if one of us gets to fuck like Bigfoot, it'll be me. Hell yeah, man. That's the spirit. We'll need costumes then. Say, are you any good at stitching? Okay, insensitive question to ask. Let's just move on from the Sasquatch idea then. We'll discuss the rest on set. Tubular! Alright, so, I like your tent. You like the aroma I've worked tirelessly to cultivate in here, winky face? Okay, look. I'm into wanton depravity just as much as the next goblin man, but, what exactly is that pungent stench wafting around the air in this here enclosed space, anyhow? Mostly me, actually. I find the me smell diffuses in the open air when outside. So, the tireless cultivation you mentioned is just you sleeping in here? Well, when you put it like that, you make me sound unemployed. Well, aren't you? Apologies, I didn't mean to devalue all that you do. How about we get to shooting the movie? Movie. Oh, sorry, I got caught up in the tent talk. Yes, yes you did. Oh, one question. Should I strip? I see you already have, which simplifies things. I was naked long before we arrived back at the tent, in fairness. Touché, green pal of mine. Well, should I be naked? Nah, man, keep clothes on. It's more sexual. All sexual encounters are more sexual when all partners are fully clothed. Fact. Then why don't you put yours back on? Shut up! The rules don't apply to me. The rule doesn't apply to me. I don't make the rules, Olive Boy. I'm at least 90% certain that you just arbitrarily devised that rule mere seconds ago. Besides, it's like visual contrast or something. Like Beauty and the Beast, except for like society or something. You haven't really thought any of this through, have you? Shut up! The audience will decide what all of this means. Right, yes, my mistake, of course. Okay, let us get to it then. Here, I'll put this blank sign over the ensuing sexual carnage to ensure the cognito hazard doesn't get out before opening night. You ready, partner? Oh yeah, this putting me in the goddamn mood. Right, how should we, jump on me? Okay, no offense, but you're really scrawny. I'm afraid I might... Do it, bitch! Okay, sorry, Your arm! Holy fuck! Okay, yep, that's breakage. SAMIEL, are you... Sexy. Let's keep going. I'll just dub over your name in the final cut. And cut everything so far out, too. Oh god, these nipples are weird up close. Can I poke or prod one? Not number 4. I use that one to nurse baby raccoons. Okay, so that explains the amount of mutant raccoon sightings as of late. Is it a problem? It's not as much of a problem for the raccoons as it is for us. If they get in you stronger, they might... Wait a minute, this dialogue isn't sexy! It is for me. Oh, wait. Okay, let's try. Oh, there we go. I hate voicing this. I hate this so much. It's so awkward. I love Mr. Anus. Don't talk to him, ass blast him. That seems impolite. Porn rarely depicts polite characters, I find. And this is fucking weird. We're breaking new ground for sure. Uncharted wonders abound. Oh god, I can't wait to douse Dialtown's hapless populace in a cinematic downpour. Oh no. A phone call. Oh man, just picture the reaction this will get from Dialtown's public. Okay, I get that the movie might have been a tad experimental. But arson? Isn't that just a tad melodramatic? I love that. It's just a jump cut. Like, oh man, imagine the reactions. Oh fuck, the reactions. We should have added nicer music. Eased into it, maybe. It was too much at once. I thought cutting straight to the action as soon as the rail started would have been more artistic. I'm sure the audience thought the same about jumping straight into the arson. Touché. Though perhaps the movie felt a bit undercooked. Could have added a funny laser sound effect to each thrust or some bizarre triple to that effect, maybe. I don't know what audiences expected. We did put the word raw in the title. That's not what we meant by raw, and you know it. Yeah, but it legally covers us, right? Speaking of legal cover, maybe it's for the best that the reel's burning the raging inferno contained in there. In hindsight, we're lucky if we don't get arrested for committing a war crime after what we depicted on film. Do you think it'd be obvious that I'm in the footage? You did blur my face, after all. Well, if it goes to court, likely they might end up wrangling some other poor green bastard. Hold on, hold on, the music. Is that the funfair music, but distorted? It totally is the funfair music, but distorted.
Yeah.
That's great. Fantastic. Man, it's quite fortunate that I filmed at a POV angle for the sake of my anonymity. The idea was that the whole audience could get the true experience of boning me. think that just traumatized them, admittedly. Damned human fight or flight response. Say, you seem awfully chipper for, you know. The arson's unfortunate, don't get me wrong. But hey, at least Mr. Dickens gets his insurance money this way. What was stopping you from committing insurance fraud before now? Oh, the place was far too moist to ignite, or so I thought. Oh hey, just like my tent. Yeah, I guess kerosene doesn't fuck around if you use enough of it. Hey, speaking of my tent, how about we go back to my lair and do more ass stuff? Stellar! I thought you'd never ask. The ending where your bare ass incites arson. That's great.
I'm sorry, I think I missed it. Did he show you his cat tattoo?
No.
No! You gotta see his cat tattoo.
Alright, how do I see that?
I don't remember. I'll be completely honest with you.
Well, there's
I
one
think
more.
it's-
There's one more ending. We got a tragedy. Something pretentious, grim, and artsy. Oh, artsy, you say? Yeah. If we want to break new ground, jet skiing across uncharted waters, then we've got to transcend genre itself. Transcend reality! Hell yeah, it's time to ascend. Whoopsie. I'll admit, as much as I love needless subversion, I don't think I've ever directed anything that's all that out there. I don't suppose you'd. Are you about to ask me if I can do shit that's out there? I realize now that... What a ludicrous question. I know. You don't. Truly ridiculous assumption. Why I ought to spank. Go on. You enjoying the punishment negates the point of the activity. Can that be my reward if I manage to catch your good side on camera? Rigged odds, friend. I don't have a bad side. Also, what the fuck? Sorry. I'm not sorry, really, at all. You knew exactly what you were signing up for. Speaking of, before we go, can I get some quick footage of you drinking the finger soda broth? Wait, what? Well, you did pour it out, so we might as well, you know. Refuse or I'm leaving your head forever out of shame. Now wouldn't that be a treat? SAMIEL! Oh, alright. Oliver, I ain't drinking that. Noted. I don't suppose you'd have any ideas as to some other weird stuff we could film you doing / saying on camera, would you? Oh, don't you worry. I've got just the vision we need. So you getting this? I am, but I'm not sure what... Why are you wearing that mask? It's artsy and mysterious. It says pure sex. Creates a sense of sexual mystique. Oh, thank phone God, I thought that was just me. How well do you see out of it, though? I don't. You should take it off before you stumble over any of the numerous tripping hazards on the floor of your tent and bash your head on a nearby rock. Like that ever happened to me. Pal, I heard that happened to a guy here in Dialtown, and he has to wear a bandage on his head for the rest of his life. Now that's tragic. We should go for that kind of vibe. Just take it off. Okay. Happy? Sure am, kiddo. Alright, dialogue time. Start to speaking. Oui, buongiorno, my love baguette. Is that meant to be French? I think I heard a few languages in there. Yeah, it's French. The artsiest language. It's Les Miserables. So bonus tragedy. Why? You clearly don't speak French. Well, do you? Huh? Passably. I could read up your dialogue in post if you wanted. Sacre bleu, poppycock, you don't have my range. You sound like a sentient worm on a string trying to talk its jailer out of its confinement. I'm irreplaceable. Okay, sorry, go on. Eiffel Tower, le misery, le pain. This dialogue isn't exactly what I'd hope it'd be. Nonsense, it's perfect. Pain means bread. Pain means French. Means French. I can't fucking speak. Means bread in French, you know. Double meaning, that's artistic. For bread? This is really bad, isn't it? It really is, yes. Maybe you should try leading you through the valley of trauma and emotions and junk. Oh, I've got it! Tell me, SAMIEL, have you ever lost anyone dear to you? Other than the clowns from my dubious early childhood memories? Not them. We're too far into attempting the tragedy idea to go full horror now. Well, aside from them, I don't think anyone's stuck around long enough for me to miss them. I guess I've been kind of missing my eggs since yesterday. Wonder if they're doing alright. Oh hey, why don't we just break into the carnival and go check on them? Would probably make a gnarly action scene. Oh, believe me. Oh no. I've tried. You know, this is artistic and edgy and all, but maybe we need to amp up the non-egg related tragedy. Losing 5 bowling ball-sized eggs isn't the most relatable struggle to present to our audience. What we need is some relatable hardship. Well, I'm struggling with that because frankly, my life is sublime. What we need is someone whose life is pure misery. 100% government certifiably wretched. Wait, that bandage talk got me thinking. I know just the guy! Ooh, excuse me. Alright, Randy, say the line. I don't like this. This couldn't be simpler, you denim-laden bum. Just say the line as it's written in the script. There is no script. You just handed me an orange peel with the words weeping and wanting scribbled on it in permanent marker. Wait, why'd you use our one permanent marker for that? That marker is our whole budget. That ink might as well be liquid gold. I was afraid his tears would wash non-permanent ink away. Oh, right. Speaking of. Randy, we need you to start weeping. Like, right now. What? Why would I be weeping? In the movie? We'll add context in post. Puppies falling over, clown getting blown up by dynamite, etc. It actually sounds more side-splittingly hilarious than tragic. Shitballs! I knew we should have just gone with the comedy idea. Randy, don't you want to be a star? Actually, I want to promptly get the free cup of turnip water you promised you'd give me and get back to work. Close enough. He's still not weeping, SAMIEL. I know. Randy, why aren't you weeping? Your life is piss. I think I've cried too much previously. My tear ducts might be broken. Plan B. I could rub raw onions in your eyes. What eyes? Oh, right. Plan C then. Get out of my tent. I might just cry if I don't get the glass of turnip water as promised for the emotional beratement that I just received. Oliver, focus the camera! Mom, get the camera! That went better than expected. You really degraded Randy. I could hear his soul weeping. Oh, come on, it's always doing that. Not that loudly, though. Yeah, but that's showbiz, baby. Okay, the riffraff I filmed yet is promising. But we don't have quite enough footage yet to fill 40 minutes of excruciatingly artistic cinema. We need an ending. The tragic cherry atop our miserable tragedy Sunday? Bingo. We need something edgy. Something unbelievably horrific. Something that'll really freak the fuck out of our captive audience. Why are we doing this again? Filming a tragedy was your idea, let me remind you. Yeah, but is this good? Pal, we're making art. Art isn't meant to be good. It's meant to be... art? Yeah, art. Ooh, I've got it. How about you film me kicking little Billy in the ribs? Not like a fatal kick, just a really hard one. Oh, come on, it'd be perfect. Children getting maimed is always tragic. Yeah, but this is little Billy we're talking about. The footage is honestly more cathartic than tragic. Oh, you're right. I really wanted an excuse to be able to do that. I know, but what would the cops say? You think he'd report me to the police? Duh, he adores the fact that you can't physically harm him. I could always deny the crime, except it'd be on film. A film that many witnesses will have hopefully watched in its entirety. Okay, plan B. What do you consider edgy? Well, crying blood is a fantastic way to go, in my agreed opinion. Wow, this brings me right back to my teenage fanfictions. Crying is tragic. Blood is edgy. We're hedging our bets. Right, so, where do tears usually come out of your head when you cry? That's actually quite a good question. The sides, maybe? Or just generally out of any crevices/seams I've got? I mean, then you just appear to be sweating blood. Which would probably look fucking gnarly, but let's face it, the only tragic part of that would be that you'd appear to have an obscenely rare medical condition. Oh, rats. Okay, plan C. I can just vomit up some blood. That's... okay, that's... I guess internal bleeding is relatable? More relatable than sweating blood, I guess. Fuck yeah, groovy, I'm on board. As a handsome man implied once said to me, gnarly dude. So, where are you gonna get the blood? Mine's no good. It's blue. Whoa, you've got blue blood. I have the circulatory system of a crab. Sick. I'd offer mine, but I think I need it. Don't most people have a slightly excessive amount? I sold some of my blood a few days ago so I could buy a stick-on temporary cat tattoo. The tattoo! Oh shit, a cat too? Oh, there it is! Ask me next Saturday. Oh, that puts a bit of a dampener on my plan, alright. Oh, I know. The movie's gonna end up in black and white, right? Right, because it's artsier then. Because color is too joyous and gay. M for monochrome. M for misery. Well, I can't argue with the alphabet, so sure. So I should vomit something darker. Something that'll pop on film. Oh, I know! Ink! You're gonna vomit ink on camera? Dude, this movie's gonna be fucking radical. So, have you got any ink? Give me exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes of screaming later. I've got it. But wait, you're moneyless and live in a tent. Where did you even find free ink? The blood of bureaucracy. Oh, don't you worry. Let's just say I've got an involuntary donation. Karen, no! That couldn't have been legal. Oh, come on, she wasn't hurt. All I had to do was press a button on her head and the ink came right out. You still took her ink though. It's hardly sporting. Is there a law against taking things from people? It's nature, right? Ownership of the fittest. Yeah, us civilized folks tend to call it petty theft. Well, shit. Oh well, no point crying over spilled ink. Time to spill this ink. I can't believe I assaulted Karen. I'm so sorry, Karen.
SMH.
Yeah, SMH. Gingy, how could you? Oh, yep, that's Ingo, right? Oh, fuck, oh god. SAMIEL! Are you okay? My stomach, god! No, I know. Why? People kept telling me not to drink their printer ink. I figured it was just because it costs money. Let's face it, it probably was just that. Doubt they were legitimately concerned about your well-being. Oliver, I've shot myself and I'm dying. Oh god, the lights are going out. Oliver, make sure the movie gets published! To preserve your undying artistic legacy? What? No, fuck that! Publish it so people can see how cool my death was! I'll be a legend. Shh, friend. Just slip into oblivion, I'm begging you. Oh, god, I feel like a hungover boat rat with pants. The ending where you drink ink, shit yourself, and then perish like a dog. So, I think that's it for Oliver.
Oh, yeah, that picture of Oliver is my YouTube icon. Hello?
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I just like blanked out for a moment.
Did you hear me though?
Half. What was it? Can you repeat yourself? I'm sorry.
That picture of Oliver where he's holding the camera is my icon on YouTube.
Wait, hold on. I think I've seen it. Let me look on my phone.
You just saw it.
Hey, your YouTube icon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
You know my YouTube?
Well, I'm not on YouTube right now. Give me a second.
I'm just asking.
I haven't seen it. Let me see.
Are you going on it?
Well, yeah, give me a second.
Okay. I don't even know you knew my YouTube.
I should. Because you're my friend.
Your friend.
Yeah. I can't look at my subscribers. Never mind. Yeah, forget it. That was all of Oliver's endings, right?
I think. I can't think of any more.
Yeah. I don't know why I struggled so much with finding all of his endings. But that just leaves the secret do nothing ending, as well as chapter 3. Which we can check out next week, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. And my throat hurts.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. But anyway, I shall now let you go.
Okay.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
It's time to say goodbye. As always, thank you so much for visiting. I hope you have a great day. And farewell.